Welcome, friends. Welcome back to the kitchen. Welcome back to Sunday Morning, the Old Cookbook Show. We're going to revisit this book, The Country Housewife's Handbook, issued by the West Kent Federation of Women's Institutes. First published in 1939. This version published in 1947. I've said this in a previous video where I used this book. Excellent book for the impending zombie apocalypse, although some people would posit that the zombie apocalypse is already upon us. It gives you the tools to grow or raise the food that you're then going to cook also with the recipes in this book. Lots of stuff about growing different plants, how to lay out your gardens, how to raise chickens, fowl, rabbits, that sort of thing, and then the recipes to cook them. And a while back, when I was first flipping through this book, sent in by a viewer, thank you very much. When I was first flipping through this book, I saw this salad dressing made with potato, and it just sort of stuck in the back of my brain, because there's a restaurant here in Toronto called Cherry Street Barbecue. Years ago, when it was called the Cherry Street Diner, I shot a music video in there for a band called Boy. I'll link to it below. Later on, a friend of mine from film took it over and turned it into Cherry Street Barbecue. Got a Bib Gourmand, great restaurant. They make a killer potato salad. I've been trying, Lawrence, to replicate your potato salad. Haven't got there yet. Working on it. Anyway, this salad dressing sort of reminded me of what goes on at Cherry Street, because it's a salad dressing made with potato, and we're going to put it on a potato salad, which is all ready to go here in this jug. In this mixing bowl, we're going to put 3 tablespoons of mashed potato and a splash of vinegar. And we're just going to whisk that together. So there's not going to be much going on in here in terms of volume. This book was first published at the beginning of World War II in England. Even though this is 1947, still scarcity of various food items in England. So it's kind of, there's probably not going to be enough dressing for that amount of potato salad. I'm supposed to put in the seasonings at this point. So I've got some salt. Doesn't say how much, to taste. Some pepper. Again, doesn't say how much, to taste. Calls for sugar. Doesn't say how much, but to taste. Mustard. And I'm assuming dry mustard, since most recipes like this would use dry mustard. Doesn't say how much, but to taste. I'm going to say that much. Also calls for horseradish, and I love horseradish with potatoes. So, big spoonful of horseradish. And we'll stir that in. Although it looks like the horseradish went in later. We'll be okay. It'll be just fine. Now, calls for salad oil. England, late 1930s through the 1940s, salad oil would more than likely have been rapeseed. Maybe some corn oil. Might have been corn oil, but it probably would have been rapeseed because it's fairly neutral. Doesn't overpower what's happening here. Today you could use any oil that you want. In Canada, we changed the name of rapeseed to canola, although there was some breeding going on anyway, but it's canola is essentially rapeseed. Use what you like. If you really want to use another oil, just use one that complements your flavor profile. So I need 3 tablespoons of salad oil. And we stir that in as we mix. Once I've got that all mixed in, I'm going to drizzle in the rest of the vinegar that it calls for. Now, check the seasoning. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Might need a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, and I'm going to throw in a touch more mustard. Horseradish is really nice in there. It adds a bit of punch on the bottom end. Okay. Now, mix that into potato salad. What do you put in your potato salad? Let me know down below. I've got like a dozen different go-to combinations and methods of making potato salad that I really love. I really love the warm mashed potato salads. Those are fantastic. Like I said, the one from Cherry Street Barbecue, I think is amazing. So what do you put in yours? This one in particular is just cubed potatoes, and I've used a floury potato because I really like that in a potato salad. I've left the skins on. There's some green onion, there's some radish, and some celery, and that's it in this one, plus this dressing. I'm going to stick this in the fridge for a couple of hours, let it all come together, and then we'll do a tasting with Julie.
I have clearly arrived just on time.
On time. So, this is a potato salad,
Yes, I can see that.
but what we're actually tasting is a salad dressing made with potato. I just assumed that it went on a potato salad because it had potatoes in it.
Oh, so maybe not though.
Maybe, I mean, it could go on any kind of salad. Maybe.
Boiled potatoes are good in just a regular salad.
But,
It's got a nice tart flavor to it.
I'm on to you, Lawrence. I'm on to you.
What does that mean? What am I missing?
I love the potato salad
Oh,
at Cherry Street. Mm-hmm. Because it always tasted to me like it had mashed potatoes as part of the dressing.
and is there mustard in it?
Oh, there's mustard in it. Yep.
Yeah. I'm learning to really like mustard in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. There's also horseradish in there. That's really good.
So then the question is, will it taste good on a regular salad? Can it make your regular salad taste like a potato salad?
Maybe.
Oh.
That's a winner. Definitely a winner. Okay, so I'm just going to plow this away. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.